What's going on, you guys? Ariel here with the channel. Today I'm going to be installing the Cusco brake stopper bracket on the R33. When I was ordering some parts ahead of time of the car, I saw that it was on sale, so I thought just go ahead and grab it. You don't really need it, but when I installed it on the Pulsar that I had before, it made a difference. It felt good. So I just thought, hey, it's on sale, might as well get it, and I'm just gonna install it. And then before we get to that, because it only takes like about 5 minutes to install, I mentioned that I was gonna talk about the parts that I got for the car, but I never ended up doing it. So I'll just go ahead and basically make a two-part video of me explaining the parts that I got and then getting to the install. So that box right there, that's on top of the Mishimoto one. This one was the LED taillights, which I already installed. I will get the video up, it just took me a while. These are the stock ones, but I do have them for sale, so if anybody's interested, please hit me up. Of course, we got the Mishimoto radiator. And in this box right here, I got the rear rotors, I got the front and rear brake pads, and I have the OEM Nissan thermostat. If you guys want the part number, there it is. But I'd rather stick with OEM, to be honest, because I've heard some issues with aftermarket thermostats, and I'd just rather stick with OEM. Of course, we got the new radiator hoses, upper and lower. Of course, and I got the little adapter for the water temperature gauge, because the one in the cluster is a little funky, so I want to go ahead and install that to make sure I'm getting the correct temperatures. One of my favorite pieces, a decatted mid pipe, and there's this bad boy right here, the ISR one-piece down pipe for the R33. I cannot wait to install this, and of course it has the necessary gaskets and bolts. Here is just stuff for the clutch, basically. Got the new pilot bearing, got the clutch alignment tool, which it didn't come with the stage 2 clutch, surprisingly, because on my Pulsar it did, but on this one it didn't. Got, I believe this is called the pivot bearing, I think, I forget, but this is the GK Tech one. I got the rear main seal, I got the new clutch slave cylinder, I got the clips that basically hold, I believe it was a throwout bearing, but thought I might as well get new ones just in case, because you may never know. This box right here is my other favorite. Got, I believe this is called the Japan Speed front mount intercooler. I forget the brand or the maker of it, but basically, you know, one of those cheap Japan front mount intercooler. So I got that, and I got the Executive Stage 2 clutch, which I had the same one on the Pulsar, and I got the lightweight flywheel right here. And honestly, it wasn't bad of a setup. When I showed the part and everything, people were saying that it was going to be heavy and this and that, but no, it wasn't that bad at all. So I'm basically going to go with the same setup that I had in the Pulsar. And then right here, last one is front rotors. For some reason, it is super hard to find the front rotors of the R33 GTST. So I researched high and low to find out on what other cars can I cross over on parts. And then I saw 300ZX popped up, but for some reason people were saying, oh yeah, it would fit up, but it didn't. The 300ZX ones will be a little bit taller. Now I could be wrong, but that's what I kept on seeing repeatedly on the forums and everything. So I dug even deeper, and they were saying that the from a 2000 Infiniti Q45 would work. The only thing is they're 2 millimeters thinner, but because of the 2 millimeters being thinner, the person was saying after he commented after the install that it was perfectly fine. There was no issues whatsoever. The brake pads were still making contact and everything, and that it was a fine drive. It wasn't slipping or anything like that. So crossing fingers that it does work. But from what I researched, from a 2000 Infiniti Q45 front brakes will work on the R33 GTS-T. So hopefully that's true, but I'm not really going to install these parts until springtime, because it is winter and I really don't want to be outside working in the cold unless if I have to. But not a big fan working on the cars in the cold. Wish I had a garage, but maybe that'll be in a later time. Other than that, that's really it. The parts that I have. Of course, I'll be getting more parts later on, but as for right now, this is what I have in the room, just waiting to be installed. And of course, there will be videos on them. And then yeah, so we'll get to basically the bracket install, which only takes about 5 minutes. Really, it doesn't take too long at all. And then we'll basically go from there. And I think I've left one part out. The Walbro fuel pump. I got a 255 Walbro fuel pump. I might switch that out though. I might switch that out for a 340. I just have to do more research to see if you need a fuel pressure regulator with the 340, or if you could just, you know, stick with the OEM one. So that I'm not sure, but I'll just do more research on that. But other than that, that's really it. So I'll get to the install. Remember, just like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, please just contact me, and go ahead and follow the Instagram at battle_R33. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful day. Take it easy.